Hello wonderful human, welcome to this fully guided, energizing, beginner full body yoga session. You just need some comfortable clothes, space to move and a yoga mat, and it's always good to have a folded blanket to sit on during certain shapes. I invite you to take responsibility for your own well-being, go at your own pace and take breaks when needed. And if you like to listen to music while you practice yoga, I invite you to play on your favorite Spotify playlist because I don't include any music in my videos. Okay, let's begin. I invite you to find comfortable seated position. You could be sitting on a folded blanket to raise your hips a little bit higher. I would normally do that, but I forgot to bring it with me, so it's fine. Wherever you are, I invite you to find straight back, lengthen through the top of your head, through your spine, and close your eyes for a moment. And let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth. And one more of those. Beautiful. And just take a moment to notice how you're feeling. How you are feeling in your body. How you're feeling in your mind. And I invite you to set an intention for today's practice. It can have something to do with your movement or anything really. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And we're going to sit with our legs outstretched in front of us. Lean back. Oops, a bit too far. You can lean back as far as it's comfortable for you to do. And we're going to start with our toes. So as you inhale, I invite you to spread your toes as far as you can. And exhale, curl your toes. Inhale, spreading the toes. Exhale, curling them. And keep going for a few more breaths. And if you're wearing narrow shoes, it's okay. Like, this might be really hard for some people. I have extremely mobile toes and feet. I always had, and I've been wearing only barefoot shoes for the last 5 or 6 years. So I really can spread my toes as much as I can spread my fingers. So don't worry if you're not there. Okay, awesome. Relax. This can be kind of a strange sensation. So don't worry if it doesn't feel maybe so nice. And as your next inhale, point your toes away from you. Exhale, bring your toes to point towards your face. Inhale, point away from you. And exhale towards yourself. And let's do that a few more times. Moving into our ankles. I always like to prepare my joints for any physical movement practice. So you'll find this kind of movement pretty much in almost any practice that you'll do with me. And I also started recording videos that is literally just that kind of mobility things. Wonderful. And it's not too dark. And we're going to move our body up and bend the left knee. Place your hand behind the thigh. Your right foot is flexed and your heel is kind of pushing towards the ground. Lift your left foot, point your toes, and start rotating your knees in circles. as big as your body allows you. Keep your back straight. That right heel is digging in the ground, giving you stability, and change direction. Take a moment to take in this beautiful view. Okay, nice. And we're going to switch our legs. Left one goes down, flexed foot, left heel digging into the ground, bending your right knee, hands behind the thigh, lift your foot, point your toes, straight back, and rotations. And it might feel a bit more natural in one leg or the other. That's perfectly normal. I mean, it sucks that our bodies are so imbalanced, but they are. Let's change direction. But the more you practice conscious physical movements such as yoga, mobility, animal flow, and you consciously practice both sides, this discrepancy becomes smaller and smaller. Okay, you can drop your feet down. I'm gonna you stay where you are. I'm just gonna change my position so you can probably see me better. We're going to rock the baby. So you can bend your left knee a bit, lean forward and grab the outside of your left foot and lift your left foot up. My right foot, I'm not 100% sure if you can see it, I hope you can, is flex and the heel is digging into the ground. That's giving me stability, that allows me to lengthen my back, and just give your foot a little swing side to side. Moving into our hips. And next, you either depending on your mobility, you're either going to grab your left foot with your right hand and bring it across and grab your knee with your left hand, or if you have space, put your foot inside your elbow and the left hand around, and you might be just holding your leg. I like to interlace my fingers and give it a nice little rock. My right heel is still digging into the ground. I'm trying to keep my back nice and long. You can give your leg a little stroke, maybe a little kiss, kiss. Wonderful legs. Oh, it took me a long time to get to a place where I could do these kind of things. These acts of kindness and love towards my body, especially my legs. Oh, I used to hate my thighs. And I maybe still don't absolutely love them, but my thighs now are good. Okay, so now we're going to drop our foot as close to our hip on top of our right thigh as possible, as comfortably possible. And we're going to place our hand on our knee and we're going to gently rotate forward. My right heel still digging into the floor, still keeping my back straight. If it really hurts to keep your back straight, you could be sitting on a folded towel, folded blanket. That will make it a bit easier. And change the direction. Wonderful. And you can move your foot above your right knee. And now move your foot outside of your thigh. Grab your left ankle with your left hand. And you can just grab your toes with a hand, or I actually like to interlace my fingers with my toes. And we're going to just rotate our ankle a few times. And change direction. Hear the croak, croak, croak. Or is it just me? Wonderful. We're going to stop. Slowly move our leg straight and then straighten that leg and bend that knee again and straighten it one more time to realign everything in your knee. Nice little habit practice when you're doing deep bend exercise rotation to just straighten, bend and straighten. And we're going to bend our right foot, reach the outside of the foot, lift it up. My left heel is digging into the ground, and little rocking motion side to side. And next, either grab it with your foot with your opposite hand and the right hand on the right knee, or if you can, put it in the crook of your elbow, right hand around, little cradle, and a rock. You can stroke, kiss. Maybe you cannot reach. You can kiss your hand and maybe rub your shin or your thigh. It might also feel very foreign, especially that many women on this channel are here because they don't like their bodies very much, and this is what I help them to do, to change that relationship. So, you know, like if it feels foreign, it's because you've never done it. Maybe no one's ever done it to you. It's a behavior that you just need to learn. Okay, we're going to drop our foot close to our thigh, our hip. So on top of our thigh, close to the hip. The left heel still digging into the ground, transferring right hand on top of the right knee, and rotation. Lengthen through your back. Don't worry, we're going to start like moving a bit pretty soon. We're not going to be all seated. And change direction. You can do it fast, you can do it slow. It's up to you, kind of depending on your vibe today. If you've never done it before, probably slow is better. Okay, stop. And now shimmy shift your foot on top of your left knee. Grab your right ankle with your right hand. Fingers around your left toes or interlaced if you're a weird monkey foot person like me. Straight back, left heel digging in, rotating, listening to the crook, crook, crook. I really hope it's not just me. My ankles, they make so many little sounds. I can really hear and feel all those little bones moving. And change the direction. Amazing. We're going to move the right leg, straighten. And then remember, bend it again and straighten. And we're moving to butterfly pose. So join your heels together and see how close you can bring your heels towards your groin while keeping your back straight. So without like falling in. And if it's here, then that's great for today. Maybe you can do a bit more. Little basket around your toes if you can, or you can be holding onto your ankles. Straight back and flutter those knees up and down. Ooh, it's starting to get really bright in here. I hope it looks good on the camera. I might need to stop in a moment and have a look. Maybe adjust the brightness. Lovely. And we're going to stop, bring our knees together. And here we're going to do a couple more seated exercises. And you can either go to cross-legged, or maybe if you fancy a bit of change, you could be kneeling. I'm gonna kneel. Kneeling also, like it's not accessible for everyone. It needs to be accessible to me for a very long time because of something that happened that I don't want to speak about to materialize back to in the existence. So, you know, like it's okay if you cannot kneel, but if you can, that just gives a nice stretch to the front of your thighs and the front of your ankles. So we're going to do a few neck movements. We're going to do some head circles. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, drop your chin towards the chest. And inhale, start rotating in the left direction. Head's going all the way back. And exhaling, rolling to the right and forward. And we're going to do this 4 more times. Inhale as the head is going back. And then exhale, coming forward. And people have tendency to raise their shoulders to meet their ears. Try not doing that. Relax your shoulders down. And if your ears don't touch your shoulders, well, they don't. That's okay. Enjoy the little crook crook. And when your neck's down, stop. Take a moment, move slowly. This could make you dizzy. It does make me dizzy. And on your next inhale, we're rotating in the opposite direction. So right, if you're following along with me. Inhale, head's going back. Exhale, forward. 3 more times. And when your chin is next down, stop. And slowly lift your head up. Dizziness is okay. Reach your hands out in front of you. Inhale, stretch your fingers as wide as you possibly can. Exhale, close the fist around the thumbs as hard as you can. Inhale, spread your fingers. Exhale, close. Let's do that 3 more times. Nice one. And now with your closed fist, imagine that you're riding a motorbike and you're going really fast. You're revving and decelerating. Wrist go down. Inhale up. Exhale down. The fists are relaxed. They're not like really tight. But do try to make the movement to the maximum range of your wrist. Nice. Give them wrist a little shake. And fingers spread out. And just gently rotate your wrist to a full range of motion that's available to you. I like to have them spread in front of me, but really they could be here. Maybe your arms are a bit sore, that's okay. And change direction wherever you are, keep your back straight. I don't want to be saying this all the time. But yeah, I do want to teach you to like train yourself to catch yourself and your own posture. Lovely, stop, give your wrist a little shake. We're going to move to all fours, but I'm going to just check the brightness of this recording first. Okay, so find your way to all fours, whichever way it is. Knees are about hips width apart. Hands roughly under the shoulders. They can be a bit more forward if you have sensitive wrists. Please make sure to spread your fingers wide on the mat, or if your wrists are a bit problematic, you can also be on your fists, which is what I'm going to do today because they feel a bit gentle, and we're going to move into cat-cow, one of my favorite. Inhale, tilt your pelvis down, drop your belly button towards the ground, and last, look up towards the sky. Exhale, curl your pelvis. Next, belly button comes towards the spine, push away from the floor, drop your head down. Inhale, tilt pelvis forward. Next, belly button comes towards the floor, drop your chest, head comes up last. Exhale, curl the pelvis under. Bring belly button towards the spine, push away from the floor, drop your head down. And keep going. In your own time, with your own breath. A lot of the time, the cat-cow movement is kind of led from the belly button. So it's like the middle of the chest. The middle of your torso is leading the movement. And I like to do it in this way, where it always begins with the pelvis, then it goes through the center and to the top of the body. I feel it invites more spine mobility and also teaches you a bit more control, spinal movements. which are wonderful things to do. And I might already have a video about moving your spine, mobilizing it on this channel. And if it's not there yet, it will be here soon. Nice work. We're going to move to a down dog from here. So, you fingers spread wide on the mat. Move your hands a bit forward, away from you. Curl your toes under and start lifting through your hips. Imagine that your tailbone wants to lift you up towards the sky. You can have a very generous bend in your knees. That is absolutely fine. Some people can straight, some people can place their heels on the ground. I have days when I can, I have days when I can't, and it's fine. Okay, fingers spread wide on the mat, and your arms rolling slightly outwards. So it's like you want to bring the inside of your elbows and your biceps to the front. Keep pushing from the floor, keep lifting through your tailbone. And you can walk the dog. What I mean, alternate bending and straightening your knees. Nice. Take another moment in down dog. You can always take a break. You could always stop. You can always come out. Some people call it a resting pose. I really don't know why. It can be maybe a rest from like an intense vinyasa, but down dog can be really hard and challenging in many ways. Okay, so we're now going to bend our knees more, and we're going to walk our feet with little tippy toes forward. Walk, 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 walk. And if your hand separates from the floor, that's fine. Maybe they're still on the ground. We're all in different places. So if your hands separated from the floor, place them somewhere on your thighs or on your shins. Avoid placing them on the knees if you can. And find lengthening through your back, including the top of your head, your neck. You might be able to reach the ground with the tips of your fingers, but don't worry. Your knees can be bent, I forgot to say. Your knees can be bent as much as you need them to. Like really, there's no one way to do a forward fold, because that's what we're doing right now. We're doing this with our back straight, and we're really finding that length. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen through your spine even more. And as you exhale, soften your spine a bit and see if you can fold a bit closer, with the intention of bringing your forehead closer towards your shins. And again, generous bend in the knees is absolutely fine. Actually, I want you to bend your knees quite a lot, and feel what it's like to bring your torso towards your thighs. Just feel what it's like. It's a nice feeling. And it takes some time to get here. And then start straightening your knees a little bit more. And just see where you are. Awesome. And just relax your head down. Just completely relax your spine. Grab the opposite elbows. And on your knees bend, rock side to side. And we're slowly going to drop our hands down, knees bent, and we're going to come up really slowly from this. So we're going to start at our tailbone, and then just vertebrae by vertebrae, your head's heavy, your hands heavy, you're hanging. Start lifting yourself up. And I can do it way slower than this, and that is happening in a different video, the spinal video. But just keep going. Slow it down. Head still hanging, arms still hanging. Eventually shoulders are stacking. Heads come up. Beautiful. Take your time. Again, these kind of shifts can make you feel dizzy. Some people are more prone to this. I am. That's why I often mention that. And I'm just telling you, it's normal. It's fine. There's nothing wrong. You just need to take a bit of time, take little breaks to stabilize yourself. So next, I'm going to have a little drink because we're going to move to some sun salutations. And talking through them will make me thirsty. Don't worry if you haven't done them before. We're only going to do 3 sets. And we're going to do them relatively slow. And I will explain every single step of the way. So stand at the top of your mat. I prefer to do my feet hip width apart, but you could also put them together. That's a bit harder. Hands in front of the chest. It's actually been a really long time since I've done sun salutation, so if I mess something up, don't come at me. Find nice length through your spine. Feel grounded through both of your feet. Lift your kneecaps, engage your thighs, engage your bum muscle, engage your belly muscle. Draw your shoulders back. Long neck, long spine, like someone is pulling through the thread through the top of your head. Find stability, strength. Actually, drop your hands by your side. Spread your fingers, engage your arms. Yeah, let's just start in mountain pose first. So this is, someone could look at me, she's just standing. But I'm standing, and every muscle that I can engage is engaging. My favorite birds are singing now, listen. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, bring your hands in front of your chest. On your next inhale, lift your hands over your head, look up. You can arch your back slightly, engage your bum muscle. Exhale with a straight back. You're diving down, folding forward. Your knees can be bent. Folding forward as low as you can. Inhale, fingertips on the ground or on shins. Lift and lengthen through your back, about 90 degrees. Exhale, bend your knees, hands on the floor, and step your feet back to plank pose. Option to drop to the knees immediately. Exhale, lower down, keeping your elbows close. Bring your chest and chin to the ground. Keep your bum up. Inhale, drop your pelvis, and lift up to cobra. Engage your bum muscle, shoulders away from the ears. You can look up gently. Exhale, curl your toes under, and you can lift to the knees first, and then to down dog. Your best down dog version that you can. Knees can be bent, absolutely fine. Inhale, look to the front of the mat between your hands. Look where you're going, bend your knees, and step one foot forward and the other foot forward. You might need to do more steps if you've never done it before, that's fine. Lengthen through your spine so you can lift your hands off and place them on the shin if you like. Long spine, exhale, fold forward. And inhale, bend your knees, arms are driving you up. Join your hands over the head. Arch slightly, exhale, hands in front of the heart. If it felt complicated, that's fine. It takes some time to build that muscle memory. We're gonna do this 2 more times. So, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, lift up, look up, arch back slightly. Exhale, straight back, going down on bent knees. Inhale, lift halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees further, place your hands on the ground. Step into plank, lower your knees. And keeping your elbows close, lower your chest and chin. And drop your hips on an inhale. Uncurl your toes. And straighten to cobra, shoulders away from the ears. We're doing it a little bit faster. Don't worry if you're behind, that's fine. Exhale, curl your toes under. You can go to your knees first and go into down dog. Inhale, look towards your hands, Step your feet forward in as many steps as you need. Lengthen through your back about halfway up. Exhale. Down. Knees can always be bent. It's all good. Inhale. Come on up. Exhale. Hands in front of the heart. And we're going to do this one more time. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, straight back. Exhale, bend your knees more, hands on the floor. Feet back, drop your knees, low plank, and drop your chest and chin. Inhale, uncurl your toes, pelvis to the ground. Lift up, cobra. Exhale, curl your toes, and whichever way works for you, go to down dog. Press away from the floor. Inhale, look between your hands. Step your feet forward. Straight back, halfway up. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale. Come on up. And hands in front of the heart. Amazing. Great job. From here, we're going to move to chair pose. So feet hip width apart. Inhale, lift your arms up. Overhead if you can. If they're here, that's fine. Lengthen through your back. And as you exhale, sit back in an imaginary chair. And if all you can do is this, that's great. This is where you are. Be where you are. But see if you, maybe some of you can go a bit lower. And as you sit down, you might notice that your hands will come a bit more in front. So like they just did for me. So maybe find the level of seat that you can sit while still having your arms as high as you can. And here you might notice you might want to like tilt your pelvis forward and stick your butt out like you're about to twerk. We're not doing that. Try to tilt your pelvis the other way. Engage your core. So rather than having an arch in our back, we have in our back straight. And come on up. Nice. Can give your legs a little shake. And we're gonna do the same thing one more time. Feet width apart. Inhale, hands up. Long spine, exhale, sit back. Curl, tilt your pelvis back. Nice, strong back. Engage your core muscle. Kind of like, imagine like if someone was going to punch you, what would you, you'd brace. That will help you. Take one more breath in. And exhale, up. Nicely done. Give your legs a little shake. We're going to go to a 3 pose. So a little bit of balancing. But remember, you don't have to get your leg up really high to get the benefit. So we're starting in a mountain pose. So the pose that we did just before the sun salutations. Fully grounded, both of the feet on the ground. All the muscles engage. Nice, strong, tall body. And now lift your weight into your left leg without popping your hip out. You might shift a bit. And pick up your right foot and place your right heel against the ankle. And open your hip, your knee to the side, which is opening your hip. And that could be it. Or maybe you can place your foot on your shin. Calf, actually. And maybe you have enough mobility to go higher, so you might need to use your hand and you're placing your foot in your inner thigh. Avoid placing your foot on the knees. Keep your gaze steady. Keep breathing. Keep opening that knee out to the side. Hands can be in front, the chest. Join over or open. I quite like open hands. I think that makes a really nice tree. And wherever you are, whichever shape, just keep kind of your attention on that knee. And keep opening your hip through the movement, conscious movement of that knee. Your core is engaged. This is what you need for balancing your core. If you're really struggling with balance and if you're constantly like whooping, falling out and doing this, I don't want you to do that because you're just wasting your time trying to learn balance. Then if you're struggling, do this. Do this. Take a moment here and notice that this is actually also working the hip. And in time, gradually, you can start lifting your leg. Okay, wherever you are, come out. I already did with my word demonstration. You can give your legs a little shake. Found the mountain again. Nice, long, strong, engaged body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shift your weight to your right foot. Keep that hip stuck. And then your left heel, maybe on the ankle. Open that knee, and that honestly, it's fine to stay here for now. Or it comes up, or it comes up higher. You only go here if like you have the balance, the stability, and the mobility as well. And wherever you are, you also, I forgot to say that on the other side, you're pressing your foot into the leg if the foot is up. Opening that knee, hands here, here, or here. Engage your core, keep breathing, keep looking at one point. Keep pressing your foot into the leg and leg into the foot. That also gives you more stability. Keep opening that knee for your hip. You're doing so well. And we are getting towards the end. So if you're tired, that's probably a good idea. If you love that view, you're probably like, oh. If you love that view, I have an EFT tapping video with this view. Lovely. You can lower your hands, drop your foot, give them your legs a little shake. We're going to do one more balancing pose, and we're going to move down to the ground. And relaxation, Shavasana, not long, not long. Okay, find mountain. Nice, stable, balanced. Shift into your right foot. Bend that knee, and then lift your left ankle and place it over your left knee. And then bend that left knee as much as you can while leaning forward, placing your right hand on your right ankle and your left hand on your left knee. And see if you can just bend that knee a little bit more, lean a bit more. You could be using something for balance here. Which I lost because I started looking somewhere else. Okay, slowly come up. Nice. Legs a shake. Switch. Find length, find stability, transfer that onto your left foot, bend that knee a bit, and then pick up your right foot, place the ankle on top of the knee. Start bending that knee that you're standing on more. Lean forward, hand on ankle, other hand on the knee, and see how much more you can bend that knee. Keep your gaze steady in one point, core engaged. Wonderful. Slowly come up, lift your torso up, drop the foot, give your arms, legs a shake. And we're going to come down to the ground. We're gonna sit. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. Sit with your feet in front of you. Heels digging into the ground very gently. And the knees can be straight, can be bent. Many of you will probably need it bent. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, lift your arms up. Exhale, keeping your back straight, fold forward. And so like I'm grabbing hold of my feet, but many people won't. So like you might just be here. That might be all of the fold that you're able to do, and that's fine. Maybe you can grab to your shins, maybe your ankles. Wherever you are, there you are. No labeling, no shaming, no judgment. And wherever you are in your fold, as you inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, micro deepening of that bend. And let's just do that a few more times in your own time with your own breath. So actively working in your forward fold. Inhale, one more time, lengthen. Exhale, one last deepening. And on your next inhale, come up. And we're going to go to tabletop. Hands behind you, as kind of close to your butt as possible. And actual best way to do it is with your fingers pointing towards your bum. But this is not accessible to me because of my wrists. So maybe try doing fingers to the side. Bend your knees. And inhale, lift your pelvis. And you might need to shift your feet a little bit to have 90 degrees. And head can be up, or you can drop it. I kind of like to keep mine up. And keep breathing. Keep engaging your bum muscles. Keep lifting your pelvis forward. Upward, sorry. One more breath in. And an exhale. Come back. Nice. Straighten the legs as much as you can. We're going to do forward fold one more time. Heels sticking in. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Fold forward. Long spine, including the neck. Don't pull your head towards your knees. Keep your spine nice and long. Good. Just a few more shapes. One a bit challenging. Challenging in a way that it's abs, and most people hate abs. I used to also hate abs until I found different motivations to train abs, and now I actually really like it. Okay, on your next inhale, come up. And you stay where you are. I'm just going to shift because I think it's just getting better for my recording. We're going to go into a boat pose. So, feet a bit closer towards the bum, bend. And then if your core is very weak, sorry, not so close, I'm exaggerating. If your core is very weak, you can begin by just lifting one shin. Or challenge yourself and lift both of them. And here, you might have a tendency to like fall onto your kind of like back of your bum, the top of your bum, sorry. I want you to stay on top of that sitting bone. So move forward. And you can hold on to your shins, that's make it easier, or stretch arms out into the side. But honestly, this is fine. You can just do this and then switch your legs like every 5-10 seconds. Wherever you are, there you are. Core strength takes the time to build up. Give yourself that time. And lower. Nice work. Yeah, I used to really hate core. Oh, so I barely ever did it, and when I did it, I just hated it. Because like core hurts in a kind of different way, doesn't it? But then I just discovered, I learned that having a strong core just makes my life so much better and so much easier in so many different ways. And I have made a reel about it, so I might like, and a short, so I might like link it somewhere here. So you can, or like at the end, so you can see. But like honestly, changing that motivation massively, massively helped me. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. And this time we're gonna add one spicy step to it. So I'm just gonna move a bit forward on my mat. Are you ready? Lifting legs. It's okay to alternate. Tippy toes. It's okay to hold on to your shins. Keep like rolling slightly forward. And a spicy challenge. Try it. Go on, it might be hard and you might just collapse onto the floor, but try. Try slowly lowering to the ground. So we're going to a low boat. Straightening your legs really slowly, bringing them closer towards the floor and bringing it back to the floor. And when you get about a couple of inches above on the floor, stop. Keep your shoulder blades on the floor. I'm shaking. You probably are too, which is fine. If you already dropped to the floor, that's also fine. I'm just seeing how much I can challenge myself. Okay, I could probably do more, but I'm not gonna torture you guys. Oh, release to the floor. Ah, very nice. You're doing so well. That's the hardest thing. Hardest thing for today is done. It's behind you. We're now on our back. We're going to have some nicer, easier, softer exercise. So, knees bent, about hip width apart. You can start by bringing them quite close, your heels quite close to the bum, but you'll be able to modify that after. Hands are alongside the body, palms facing down. Inhale, engage your bum muscle and lift your pelvis up. Bridge pose. And so here, don't allow your knees to splay out to the side. Keep those knees stuck above the ankles. Keep pressing, clenching your bum. Keep lifting that pelvis up. Option to interlace your fingers underneath and roll your shoulders under. But also just keeping your hands on the ground is fine. Okay, I guess that one can be a bit hard for some people, but I don't think it's harder than the boat. However, hardness of exercise is quite relative, isn't it? Okay, wherever you are, also remember you can always come out sooner. Any class, with anyone, whether they say it or not, you can always come out sooner. And roll your shoulders if they're down, and then slowly vertebrae by vertebrae, lower down, your hips last on the floor. Nice. Bring your knees towards your chest and make yourself into a little bow and rock side to side. Bring your forehead towards your knees. You can roll forward and back as well. You are amazing. Drop your head down onto the floor. Keep your knees closed. We're going to do a happy baby. And you might need to do it one leg at a time. So start by grabbing your right big toe with your two fingers, like a little hook. And see if you can bring that foot up. So like you want to become a gecko and you want to start walking on the ceiling, that your foot is touching the ceiling. And see if you can do the same thing with your left leg at the same time. If this is like, oh my God, no, then just stay here and then drop the right knee, drop the right foot and hook. Your left fingers are on your left toes and lift them up. And alternate. Or maybe you are able to do both. Wherever you are, there you are. I'm never gonna get bored of saying that. You can rock gently side to side if you like. I do. And release your feet down to the ground. Hands by the side, feet about as wide as the mat. And then just drop your knees to the one side of the mat. Lift them up to the other. What we often call windshield wipers. Just rock left to right a few times. Release them hips. And our last shape before relaxation. Lift your knees up around 90 degrees to the torso. Place your hands out to the side in a T shape, palms down. Inhale, and as you exhale, drop your knees to the right side of your body. And you will notice that your left shoulder might separate a bit from the ground. So just kind of take a moment to shuffle. And sometimes it can cause a bit of discomfort in the back. So what I find helpful is shuffling my knees a little bit up. Sorry, I actually did down, or a little bit up. Just move them a little bit and find a place. Like, you know, we all have different bodies. So it's going to be a different shape. And you can stay with your face looking up. Or if your knees are to the right, then look towards your left hand. That gives you kind of a full twist of your spine. And head is coming up. Ooh, something's flying above me. And lift the knees up. You can rock your hips a little bit side to side. And when they next come towards the left, allow your knees to drop. Take a moment to relax that right shoulder. Shuffle your knees a little bit up and down if you need to find a comfortable spot. Yeah, sometimes when I do a twist, I will get like a weird feeling in my back, like a little knot. And so just little shuffle usually helps me to sort that out. And you can look towards your right hand. And breathe. Good job. You're amazing. That's a long yoga class. If you're still here with me, you are amazing. You have no idea how many people click off, even short form videos, movement videos. So to do a long one, that is really something. And lift your knees up, look up towards the sky. Feet to the floor. And find your shape for relaxation. I am going for Shavasana, because I like Shavasana. So my legs straight out, toes pointing out, feet at the edges of corners of my mat, hands out to the side, palms up, not touching my body. I do find that comfortable, but many people don't. So you could lie on your side, you can bend your knees, you can lie on your front, do whatever you want. This is your relaxation. I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. I am going to voice over the rest of this video for you because it's 8 a.m. now and Thai people around me are starting to work, sweep, drive, cut grass, play disco music, you name it. So you are lying down with your eyes closed in a position that's comfortable for you. Take a moment to bring your mind, which might have already started wandering, back to this present moment. Notice how heavy your body is in this moment. Feel any parts of your body that are in contact with the floor right now. Notice how your body is feeling. Is it any different from before you started? And take a moment to notice how you're feeling emotionally. And take a deep breath in and out through the mouth. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And one more. Beautiful. Allow your body to completely relax. For a few more minutes. There is nowhere that you need to be. Nothing that you need to do. No one that you need to be. Just be here. Enjoy this well-deserved rest. It's completely normal if your mind is wandering. Just whenever you notice, bring it back to this present moment. Focus on your breath or a body part that is touching the ground. And also, I'd like to invite you to take a moment to honor yourself and thank yourself for the fact that you did this session. You could have just watched something entertaining on YouTube. You could have scrolled. And you chose to move your body. And I am proud of you, and you should be too. And take another moment to acknowledge your body and the fact that it let you do this practice. Maybe some things didn't feel so great. Maybe some were more challenging than others. And that's absolutely fine. Maybe even quietly say, "Thank you, buddy." Thank you for letting me move. Thank you for working so hard for me. And you can start wiggling your toes and fingers. Maybe have a little stretch. Maybe stretch your arms overhead. And start becoming aware of the space around you. Bend your knees. Lie onto one of your sides. And lift your body up and find a comfortable seated position. Inhale, stretch your arms out to the side. As you exhale, give yourself a hug and put your cheek towards the shoulder that's on top. Inhale, arms out to the side again, and as you exhale, this time opposite arms on top while you hug yourself. Put your cheek there. Inhale, arm out to the side and join your palms over your head and bring them in front of your forehead for kind and loving thoughts towards your body. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower your hands in front of your mouth for kind and loving words towards your body. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, lower your hands in front of your chest for kind and loving feelings towards your body. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, let's bow towards one another. Thank you so much for practicing with me. You are amazing. And if you like my style, please have a look on my channel. I've got plenty more yoga and mobility. I hope you have a beautiful day and see you in the next video. Peace.